this is my wife, Monica.
Hi, guys.
And on this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to show you how to make
Chilaquiles with Salsa Verde.
I have Monica here because I can't pronounce that right.
So it's basically a Mexican breakfast dish that's real popular, and since we've moved to Wisconsin, can't find it anywhere, of course, so I've been making it a lot. One of my favorites. So basically, we like green salsa, but I've had it with red salsa. Green salsa's salsa verde. Verde is green, so yeah, it's good.
I like green salsa myself. It's not too spicy. And you know, you don't need a whole lot of stuff. The main ingredient, what are these called? Tomatillos?
Tomatillos.
They look like mini green tomatoes, but they're not green tomatoes. We got a couple jalapenos. We got a lime, cilantro, some regular yellow onions, a red onion. What do you call this? Cotija?
So this is Cotija cheese. We found it in a shaker, which usually I have to crumble it, but this is more like a more pungent cheese. Our son doesn't like pungent, so we got like that, what is that called? Queso fresco, which is more just kind of like a mild crumbly
cheese. And if you don't like that kind of strong cheese, you can use like Monterey Jack or whatever. It's
totally a versatile dish. Even with this salsa verde, you can make this double, triple batch it, freeze it, refrigerate it, and use it with dipping with your chips. Serve it, you know, when you have company over. I mean, it's so...
So we got some corn tortillas. We're going to make our own chips that are much better than buying the store-bought. And then, of course, I like it with a fried egg on top.
That's how I know it as, too.
Yeah.
We do it with a fried egg.
It's actually a Mexican breakfast that's pretty common. When we were in Southern California, there was a lot of restaurants we'd go to that would serve it.
So good. Now, Kyle doesn't like his yolk runny, so I'm going to cook his with it just what is that called? Over hard, whatever. So... But I mean, yeah, you can do scrambled eggs over. I mean, it's so versatile. It's whatever you want. It's pretty much chips. It's with the sauce.
And this is our interpretation of it. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. So it's just one of those recipes where you can kind of add your little twist of things you like or don't like. So in any case, guys, appreciate you coming by. We're going to show you how to do this step by step. Let's get cooking.
Okay, so we're going to, first step is to go ahead and just husk the tomatillos. Take all the outside husk off. It's really easy. Look how easy that comes off. We're gonna rinse them real good because they're sticky. But I'm gonna put them in this colander. So I'm gonna husk all of them and then I'm going to rinse them good. That's the first step.
So that's the first step.
So this one's kind of stuck, but it's okay, it comes off. You just gotta be patient. They're very sticky though.
Yeah, so that's why you gotta rinse them off real well. So we'll get this all situated. Be back in a second.
Okay, so now I've rinsed off my tomatillos and husked them. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just quarter an onion. You're gonna throw it into the water to boil, so don't like dice it small. It doesn't need, it's gonna go in a blender.
Yeah, we're gonna blend this. This is gonna be the base for our chili verde sauce.
I'm just gonna cut it.
Salsa verde sauce.
Salsa verde.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna quarter it. See that? Just like that.
Perfect.
Okay. I'm gonna do that with both, and then with the jalapeno, same thing. It's gonna go in the boiling water. Now we don't like ours too spicy.
Well, especially since Kyle is gonna be having some.
Right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut it lengthwise. And we're gonna cut the end off, and we're gonna just take the seeds out. If you like it spicy, throw this in, just cut the stem off and throw the whole thing in with the water, with the onion and the tomatillos, okay?
Yep.
That's what we're gonna do.
All right, be back in a second. Okay, so here are the tomatillos that have been rinsed off, and we just threw those onions that we quartered in there. And here are 2 jalapenos that we sliced and de-seeded. We decided to save a few of the seeds because we wanted a little spicy. If you like it real spicy, just throw the whole jalapenos in whole. And then we're gonna blend all this stuff together. But first we're gonna put it in some water and bring it up to a boil and let it simmer for 10 minutes just to soften everything up. So we'll meet you over on the stovetop in just a second. Okay, so we have a saucepan here that we're like filling up now with tomatillos, onion, and the jalapenos. And we're just gonna set this on like medium heat and bring this water up to a boil. And then we're going to let it boil for around 10 minutes, right?
Yep.
We just want to soften this up because we're going to scoop these out after they've been simmering for 10 minutes and put them in a blender. And we left those 4 or 5 seeds, well, it's more like 6 or 7. And don't Yeah, just like that.
Oh, another thing though is that the garlic. If
we gotta put some garlic in
Well, I prefer to add the minced garlic just to the blender because it's easier. But if you'd like to add garlic, you can always just crush, like smash it with a spoon and just peel it and add it to this boiling water. A couple, 3 or 4 cloves of garlic if you want. I'm gonna just add them to the blender.
What about the chicken bouillon?
And that goes in the blender.
That goes in the blender as well.
So if you want to add fresh garlic, just smush it, take the peel off, and add 3 or 4 cloves into this and let it all boil. Otherwise, just do what we're doing. If you buy it already minced, just add 3 or 4 teaspoons into the blender.
Okay, so we'll put this on medium heat. We'll let this come to a boil for around 10 minutes. We'll be back in a second.
Okay, so I thinly sliced 1 red onion. And I do it thinly just to sprinkle on top. But I'm gonna add the lime to the red onion, 1 lime. I quartered it and I'm gonna just squeeze the juice and then I'll mix it in and cover it and just put it away in the fridge until we're done with everything. It's a garnish.
It kind of like pickles it a little bit when you put the lime juice on there. Is that the right word? Pickled or?
Yeah, pickled. Yeah. So here's the thing. Some people add the lime juice to their salsa, but it's so acidic. Tomatillos by nature are already acidic. So this gives a little bit more versatility. Some people don't need things too acidic, you know?
Yeah, I
So
agree.
if we add it to the onion, then people can add the,
Yeah, so do this before you get too far ahead because you want those red onions to kind of soak in some of that lime juice. They kind of soften up. They get a little bit different flavor profile. And they're really great to sprinkle on top when we're all done. So, there we go. We'll put a lid on there,
There it is.
shake it up a little bit and stick it in the fridge. And we'll be pulling that out later.
Okay, so while we're waiting for everything to come to a boil for 10 minutes, I have 1 bunch of cilantro. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a little bit aside, dice it up just for a topping, for a garnish, and the rest of it is gonna go into the blender.
All right, we'll do that right now. All right, so we took all the stuff that was been in the boiling water for around 10 minutes, the tomatillos, the onions, and the jalapenos. We put it in the blender here. And what we're gonna add right now, we got the jalapeno seeds. How much chicken bouillon is that?
1 tablespoon.
1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon, and we got a lot of minced garlic, as well as some cilantro. So let's go ahead and add all that to the blender. This is going to be our Salsa Verde, which I love, green salsa. Now you can make this for other dishes too, which I would highly recommend. In fact, when I made it for my pork verde, I added a few other peppers too. I'll leave a link to that video if you want to see that. That came out delicious.
Oh, that was really good. Oh my gosh.
But this is good too. And we already have some liquid in there, you can see, because when we put in those tomatillos, they kind of burst open. There's some liquid. That's why we're putting in the chicken bouillon. Add a little bit of flavor.
Good.
And that's pretty much it. And all right, here we are. That's all you want. You don't want to get it too blended.
So here's everything blended.
All right, look at how delicious that looks like. You can just use that as a dip.
Yum.
But yeah, we're going to put this aside, and the last step is to fry those tortilla.
Tortilla and eggs.
And eggs, yep.
Yep.
All right, we'll be back in a second. Time for a quick drink review before we start frying those tortilla chips. I'm having Drop Dead Blonde from Stevens Point Brewery, Stevens Point, Wisconsin. This is just like a blonde ale. Now, I'm not quite sure the alcohol, 4.1% alcohol, so this is pretty light. But that's what I'm having, and this is my daughter Ava Grace and my son Kyle.
Hey guys.
Now Ava Grace is having Marketplace Strawberry Lemonade, naturally flavored. It's a refreshing blend of lemonade and natural strawberry flavor. So that's what Ava Grace is trying.
And this is the official Queen Wave.
And Kyle.
This is the official Queen Wave, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Queen Wave.
Yeah, like the Queen of England. I taught her that. And then Kyle's trying Stewart's Fountain Classics Black Cherry. He tried their root beer the other day, and you like the root beer, right, Kyle?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's trying Black Cherry. So that's the drinks we're having today.
That's the wave.
All right, let me get over here. Open up Kyle's. Kyle, you pour yourselves. Here, let me open it.
It says twist off.
Oh, okay, well then go ahead and twist it off. All right. And then this is my Drop Dead Blonde. Yeah, this is very light. as is most Wisconsin beers. Looks nice, just like a regular Pilsner. Let's see, unique blend of hops and 2-row malts, 4.1% alcohol. So this is one of those you can drink on a hot day.
Like they say, watch out for deer and watch out for beer.
All right. As always, guys, I appreciate you watching the video here. Cheers to each other and cheers to our viewers. Cheers to our viewers. Thanks for watching. Let's take a nice sip and look at the camera. Tell them what we think. Now, this is good. I can't complain. It's a light Pilsner beer. Nothing super extraordinary. But it's got good flavor. Certainly better than the standard domestic, Miller, Coors. I will enjoy it. Okay, Ava Grace, what do you think of yours?
Of course it's lemony because it's strawberry lemonade, but I can taste a lot of strawberry in it.
Yeah?
Like usual, it says strawberry on the pack, and it's lemonade. So I can taste both strawberry and lemonade. It's really good.
But now the big factor, how much sugar? You always check.
Oh my gosh. And I think this is great for like in the
minutes.
summer when you, I mean you can have it cold when you're hot and you're trying to stay cool in the summer. I guess this is great because it's lemonade and there's different flavors like raspberry and strawberry.
Total sugars for the whole bottle, and you have around half of it there.
And last time I had this brand, it was raspberry lemonade.
Yeah, so what do you like better, this one or raspberry?
I say this one.
Oh, okay, you like the strawberry better.
I would drink it again.
Okay, we're not going to drink the other half because it says it's
56.
got 56
Oh my
grams.
gosh.
Well, you got half. You got half. So you got like 25.
Mom's gonna get upset. if you
We'll
drink
save the other half for tomorrow. All right, and Kyle, what do you think of yours?
I want to say, it smells a lot like, this sounds cheesy, but like when you go and you get a shake, or you go get this and that, and you put that cherry on it, it smomes like that.
Oh, okay.
The
cherry on top, as they say.
It tastes a lot like, a candy almost. It tastes like, I can't put my finger on what one, but it tastes a lot like a candy.
So it's good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, there you go, guys.
Because we got it at the candy shop.
I'm going to enjoy these. We're going to cut up the tortillas. We'll be back in a second. We'll show you how to do that. Cut up tortillas. We'll fry them up, put a little salt on them. And then, yeah, we're going to fry up some eggs. We're going to serve this with those pickled red onions. It's going to be absolutely delicious. We'll put some cheese on top. We'll be back in just a minute. The Queen Wave. Queen Wave. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye. All right, we got some corn tortillas here. We're just going to quarter these. We got a little stack. And these are what we're going to fry fresh. Now, if worst case scenario, you can buy the pre-made tortilla chips, but I just think it tastes so much better if you fry them fresh. It gives it a whole different flavor profile. And you can buy these regular corn tortillas in your supermarket.
And they're cheap.
So we're heating up some oil in a saucepan. We're just going to fry these for a few minutes, get them crispy. We'll meet you over at the stove in a second. All right, so we have some hot oil here. We're just doing these in batches. You don't want to crowd the pan. So just do a few at a
Do
time.
8 total. Do 7 around and 1
Well,
in
it
the middle.
depends on how big their pan is.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, you just want to make sure they're not like laying on top of each other.
They'll stick.
Yeah, so just do them like that and leave enough room. We can squeeze another one, it looks like. Maybe another 2 in there.
Yep, I do
Okay.
8, and then it's good.
And then we're just going to flip them over after
Couple seconds.
yeah,
You
maybe
just kinda
30, 45 seconds. Get them nice and crispy on
Don't
both
walk
sides.
away.
And you can see we got some done over here. Just put a little salt on top after you're done. Yeah, there you go. Very easy and tastes so much better than buying those store-bought chips. I mean, you can do that if you're really in a pinch, but this doesn't take that long.
No.
And it just adds such a much more homemade flavor, especially since you've gone through the trouble of making the salsa and everything.
Yeah.
I'd recommend doing it this way. All right, we'll be back in a second. All right, so we have a pan here. It's a little too hot. They're going to have to have those on medium. There's quite a chips in. We got to pour some chips in here. We're going to mix them all together.
Quickly.
And you kind of want them a little bit soggy, and a little bit crispy at the same time. It's
Yeah,
kinda
you don't
hard
want to cook them too long.
Yeah, just kind of coat it all real well. Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, but you'll see when we're done with them. You want to get them hot. You want to heat them up. You want all those flavors from the green salsa to kind of come together and mix with the chips and give it a couple minutes.
Not too long.
Yep, we'll be back in a second. All right, here we are. It's been around a minute. We're kind of dishing this out onto a plate, and like I said, you can see they're kind of still crisp, but they're a little bit soggy as well, soaking in some of that salsa verde. Okay, there we go. We'll plate this up in just a second. All right, so here are these lovely chips with that warm salsa verde. Now we're gonna put a couple eggs on top. This is how we like to serve it, but you can do it however you like. Kyle might like scrambled eggs, just like so. There we go. Oh man, look at that. Great breakfast. And now we are going to garnish it a little bit. First we're going to put some of those pickled red onions on top. That adds a delicious flavor. A little bit of lime. Okay. And then of course we put on some of that special cheese. What's that cheese called?
Cotija.
Cotija. And we got it in a shaker, so it makes it very convenient.
I've never seen it this way.
But you usually have to get it hard and crumble it yourself. And now we just top it off with some
cilantro.
Fresh cilantro. Look at how easy this is. All right. Man,
look how good that looks.
Yeah. We'll be back in a second. Give this a sample. All right, welcome back. I'm here with my wife, Monica. We have this lovely plate. Okay. Let's dig in. We got to make plates for everyone else in the family, and we're all hungry.
Oh, did you see that?
I know, I just broke the yolk. Okay.
Yummy.
Take a chip. You know what?
Messy, but good.
Ooh, it's kind of soggy here, this chip. A little bit crispy, a little bit soggy. So look at that right there. All right, let me see if I can eat it. What do you think? Did you try it?
Really good. Oh my gosh.
That salsa?
It's a mixture of everything. It's so good.
Delicious, and that pickled red onion? Wow. Here, try some of this with the runny egg yolk. Yeah, do what I did.
Oh.
No, this is so good.
Yeah.
Hang on. I think I'm looking good.
It's good.
So easy, so delicious. Look, if you can get your hands on those tomatillos, is that what they call them?
Tomatillos,
Couple jalapenos.
And they're not spicy. They're just like Mexican tomatoes that are like green chilies. It's like a green chili.
Yeah, just gotta soften them up in a pan, boiling water for around 10 minutes.
Not spicy.
Oh, but adding a little bit of that jalapeno, it is a little spicy.
Well, I added several seeds.
Yeah.
But hey, if you just, without the seeds, you just want it basic. I mean, the tomatillos aren't spicy.
No, but if you can get your hands on these ingredients, definitely try this. This is an authentic Mexican breakfast that we haven't had since moving out of California.
It's so good. I'm glad we know how to make it, right?
I'll hold off because I'm going to get messy here. As always, guys, I appreciate you watching my video. If you like it, please hit the like button.
Yes.
The little logo on the bottom of the screen there, if you click that, you can subscribe to my channel, which I would greatly appreciate.
Amazing recipes.
And the link above and below is to my website, ericsmokingbbq.com. Please go check it out, all my recipes. Thanks for stopping by.
It's good.
And I can't stress this enough. If you can get a hold of some tomatillos and some jalapenos.
This is so good.
Make this recipe.
Yeah.
If you never tried this, you really don't know what you're missing out on.
No.
In the pickled red onion, man.
Right? And I'm so glad we have this here.
It's the perfect profile.
I don't miss it now because we have it.
Yeah, we have it. We can make it ourselves.
This is good. So good.
So good, just enough spice. As always, guys, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time.
Bye.